So what kind of advice, let's put yourself in the shoes of a logistics professional at a BCO. What kind of advice would you give them to navigate all these uncertainties of tariffs and trade policy shifts based on what you know from your perspective? What advice would you give them?
For there aren't as many sitting here in Southern California, make sure you're out here visiting your providers in person.
That's
As
good.
we like to say, you have your carrier people, but know the people out here on the West Coast. And more importantly, you're going with one carrier, but of course, we're all sharing ships. So you could be going to 4 or 5 different terminals.
Yep.
Know your terminal people. A lot of terminals have customer service. They have business outreach people who are designed to work with the BCO. You want to know somebody here on the ground. And I think that's the important part. Obviously, you deal with your truckers, but getting out here, seeing people, we actually got away from a bit during COVID for obvious reasons, and I think there's been a lot of turnover. So a lot of the newer people in the business moving up, they need to know everybody out here. You need to be able to pick up a phone and call somebody and say, I've got a problem. And, that's part of what we try to offer too, is like, the port guys, whether it be for myself, people in the Pacific Northwest, Pacific Southwest, we're here to do that. And my counterparts, we're all trying to do the same thing.
Great advice. And Higgins, that falls under the category of relationships that
Mhm.
that drum that we beat on every episode
Every episode.
of how important the relationships are. So Chris, I think, that is sound advice. I've been, I and the companies that I've worked for in the past have been beneficiaries of exactly what you described, and getting out in the market, having representation in the market, getting out in the market, meeting the people, the doers, the service providers who are helping you every day to move that cargo in and out of the port, is ultra important, and you can't be successful without it. So, fostering those relationships, investing in those relationships, understanding the role that they play and how important they are is ultra, ultra valuable.